Once again, welcome to my channel. Today, I am having a conversation about watches with my real life partner. So, I am going to talk to Kevin, who is, I must give you a slight introduction, right? Short introduction. He is a watch enthusiast, he loves watches, and he is a perfectionist, if I may say so. To the extent that he actually watches how the minute hand and the second hand, how it synchronizes sharp at 12 o'clock at night. Okay. Sometimes even the day, he makes sure that the watch's hands, how accurate are. So accuracy and perfection comes naturally to him. And recently, he bought a watch which got me intrigued. It was a watch from Seiko Prospex Speedtimer solar chronograph. I think it's a large chronograph. Thanks, Kevin. Go large because it's such a long name. And that watch, when he bought it, it actually got me intrigued, and I love the watch. And today, I'm going to discover that watch with Kevin. So, Kevin, this is a watch I'm talking about, and I've fallen in love. You know that I'm going to steal this watch as well from your
But you have got to take care of.
I know, you be prepared about that, but please tell us, what made you discover and buy this watch?
Accuracy is something, now that I'm into watches, I think it is something like an OCD which is there within me. I always believe in accuracy to its level. So much so that the mechanical watches which I have, when I adjust the watch, I fine tune it with the mobile which is tuned to the atomic clock. I see that the second hand is exactly at the 12 o'clock position when I adjust the watch to the minute and second.
Well, I live with you, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in mechanical watches I have seen with time you always have that plus or minus.
Mechanical watches always have plus or minus.
So that is something which I have learned to live with it. So even a quartz, I have a Longines quartz which is very accurate, but then again I will see myself changing the battery 2 years hence. So I was trying to explore the idea of having something where the watch can run actually without having to do any human interference.
Like a perpetual calendar.
Perpetual calendar. But this isn't a perpetual calendar, but the drive is perpetual. So this watch has a battery installed in it, and which depends. The battery is within, but it has 3 solar cells which catch the light, solar light.
So there is a battery.
There is a battery.
I thought it was only working with the mechanism.
No. The solar, it takes energy from the solar, and the battery gets charged. And that drives the quartz crystal, and then it's like a normal quartz watch.
So how long it will last?
This will last forever, as long as light is available to it. It will keep running.
Any light? Or
any light.
The sunlight?
Of course, the sunlight is the best option, but any light will.
But you mean to say, once it's charged by the sunlight, how do you know it's a fully charged, and how long the fully charged would work?
A fully charged, even once this watch is fully charged and kept in a drawer, it would run to its accurate level for 6 months without interference. That's the beauty of this watch. That's what caught my attention. Where you don't have to, every day look into it, see where the second hand is positioning, where the minute is. That's my personality.
Yeah, in fact, it is such a large watch. I didn't think that I will ever fall in love with a watch.
Yes, you are very averse to it when I was
41.1.
41.4 mm.
Yeah, now, I didn't think it will look good on me, but after I have worn it, I know how fussy you are. I have worn it and I am going to wear it. Please, can you explain the watch? What are the sub-dials? I could see that there are sub-dials. I see a tachymeter there, and I see the red color tachymeter.
Yeah, that's another attractive feature on this watch which got my attention. The red portion on the tachymeter, which is on the bezel.
You mean to say only from the aesthetic style point of view?
No, the overall look.
But red is adding to the style.
Yes, definitely. Even the red chronograph. Yes, it's complementing. Absolutely. Even the strap. In
Steel
totality,
is
the watch is well finished, and for a cost of 65,000, I think this is a real steal.
It's value for money.
Value for money. As all Seiko watches are.
Sure.
Seiko has. I've always been a fan of Seiko. Seiko is something. I was always fond of Japan as a country. So
because they are
and
also into technology.
whenever I've always thought about watches, I always think it is always Swiss. And as a kid, when I saw Seiko, when I saw Citizen, when I saw Ricoh at that time, I was impressed that I knew that watches coming from Japan would be something different. Because their watches are very basic and yet classic and yet covers all the features. To be frank, even this simple Prospex watch is accurate to the detail.
Can you explain to me the counters here, the sub-dials on the
You have three
sub-dials.
There are three sub-dials. One is the mini second hand, which a small second hand, which is at the 9 o'clock. Then you have a 24-hour at 3 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock you have a dial which is a power reserve indicator,
Okay.
which shows you the amount of charge the battery having.
Oh.
Right now there is
Like a power reserve
it's a power reserve indicator which shows an E and F.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's on F. It means the battery is charged to its fullest.
But then
So at this point, if you would keep it in a drawer or any enclosed cupboard, even for 6 months, it would keep running with that degree of accuracy.
But what is, I have a question here. We have a chronograph, I see the pushers here. This is to start, stop and restart the chronograph pusher. And I see the chronograph second hand. But where is the chronograph counter?
The chronograph counter, the same power reserve indicator acts as the chronograph counter.
Oh, so the same counter which is
Yes.
a power reserve indicator
Yes,
is also
yes,
the
yes,
chronograph
yes.
seconds counter?
It's
a
a minute counter. The
Because
second
60
count,
seconds
the
is
second
minute
counter
counter.
is the main center needle, and this works at 1/5 of a second increment.
And the case back is not transparent.
No, this isn't. You don't require a transparent case back in this case because it is a quartz,
Wow.
normal quartz watch, which is solar power.
Watch, but solar.
Solar power, yes, which depends on the solar energy for it to be charged.
And when you took the decision of buying Seiko, it's just that Japan, as you mentioned, with its
It has always been a country which has intrigued me with every point of technology. And Seiko is, though there are other Swiss luxury watches, I have always wanted one or two Seikos in my collection.
yeah, good. Actually, I'm not really, I really didn't think that I'm going to fall in love with a watch which is 41.4 mm. I didn't think I would fall in love with an all steel bracelet as well as, and this is like it's a rugged watch, if I may say so.
Yes.
It looks very sporty, it's very rugged.
Yeah.
But
To be very frank, when you wore it on your wrist, I loved the look of it. But I was hesitant to tell you because you might have the idea of taking it, and right enough before I could say
I
it.
have to wear it even if you like it, if you know how it is.
No, but
I'm going to-
that depends on how you handle it. Because
I'm
however
only
good
prepared for
however
scratch
good a
marks.
watch
I
is-
can't help it. If there are some scratch marks, I can't deal with your Parsi.
that's something
thickness,
which
I
you
can't
have to
solve
be
it.
aware of, and with any watch, in fact, I think one
Well,
should
I'm
be.
going to wear it. I'm going to try and take care. I know, but be prepared. I can't wear a helmet for a watch like you do.
No doubt, it looks very good on your hand. I would say that. Overall, the piece is something which I cannot get my eye off. The luminous, you have the luminosity on
On the indexes?
on indexes as well as on the minute and the
Our hand.
hour hand,
Okay.
which is another
Plus point.
plus point.
Yeah, I do always love that.
The only disadvantage, what I don't like in this watch is, can you spot the date?
Date. Yes, I can. It's
But-
between 4 and 5.
5 at the 430
But
position.
it's
It's almost as good as not having it.
Why most of the watches, the date aperture,
date
they should
aperture.
have a bigger aperture, but somehow
It is,
the aperture is very small.
So I would say that it is as good as not having a date. Or if you really are lost and you are really looking out for a date, one would require magnifying glass to see it. It's that small.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only minus. Otherwise, to conclude, I just love this watch, and if I see you wearing it, I will have a sense of worry whether you will be handling it the right way.
Don't worry, I will look after it. So, I hope you liked and enjoyed the discussion that we had, and you understood a little bit more about the Seiko Prospex Speedtimer solar chronograph. Go large solar chronograph, and yeah, it's value for money. If you like this conversation, do not forget to press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and keep tuned in for the next episode.